How's that? We got
Sound?
sound? Sound? Hold on.
No sound. YouTube either.
No. We got it now. It should
We
be
do?
on. See that?
Uh-huh. So that indicates we have sound.
We should have sound as of right now. So we will see. Okay.
Gotta love
Yes!
these little quirks.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I like jumping on here a few minutes early. Get all those bugs out. Kick all the gremlins to
Hey,
the
it's
curb.
8 o'clock right now. Too.
I know. All right. Got it fixed just in time. All right. Let's go. Hey everybody, this is Brian Hogue.
And I'm Ava Hogue.
Hey, welcome to the Chiller Night Live pre-show with in full color and with sound tonight. So
Yes.
Thank goodness we got that taken
Figured
care
out.
of. Yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well. Hopefully you had a good week.
And the weather's nice everywhere.
Yes. David says, good evening. Champagne popped and poured. Cheers. I hear you now. Yes, we're glad. Raymond says, give the bugs to Jack Shadow to eat. Yeah, give him the, let him take care of those bugs and even the gremlins, I'm sure. TJ says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Hogue. Hello, TJ. Diana says, hi, everybody.
Hey.
David says, glad I got a Keller TV. Yeah, I get to watch this in style tonight. Roger says, good evening. Good evening, Roger. All right, so here we are. Now, last week we just had a brief show due to some festivities that were going on at the time. So
My birthday party.
That's right. Yes, it was the birthday girl.
And everyone heard me yelling, Brad!
Yeah, except for Brad, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are here now, and we'll have a full, complete show where from 8 p.m. until Eastern Time until a few minutes shy of 9 p.m. We'll be on here. We'll talk about the Chiller Night programming coming up on Stream TV, beginning at 9 p.m. and going throughout the night until about 3:30 a.m. So we do this every Saturday night. The only difference is that the Stream TV Roku channel is not yet up. There's a lot going on with that apparently, but that's still not up and running. However, you can still watch the programming at streammedia.tv. At streammedia.tv at 9 p.m. You can watch the show being streamed live onto that site. So, and if you're in Venango County, Pennsylvania, of course, that's your local TV channel.
Yes.
So check that out. Do it. All right. Brian says hello. Oh, hey, Brian. Diana says love the shirt.
What are you wearing?
Well, I'm wearing Tales from
Mine?
the Crypt, or maybe they're referring to
This
yours.
is my birthday gift.
Yes.
Brian bought that for me. You know me, baby.
I do. Ava says, Lasercorn says, did I hear that it's Ava's birthday? It was last week.
Last week. The 28th.
28th. That's right.
28th.
Now, as far as tonight, as far as that Chiller Night TV programming I was bragging about, here we go. This is the schedule for tonight at 9 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is Frankenstein 80. At 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Michael Smith. That's the one from January 12th, where he talks about his independent horror movie. At 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Devil's Possessed. And at 1:30 a.m., Chiller Chat. My guest is Stan Gordon. And 2 a.m., Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Satanic Rites of Dracula. So there you have it, folks. There it is, right there. All right. Cassandra says, you're both beautiful, especially together. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Emily says, hey, dudes. Hi, dudes.
Emily. Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily, good to see you on here tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Glam Fang says, Ava, hi, Brian, Raymond, hey, TJ, howdy, Diane, Lasercorn, what's up? And Michelle's giving me what I call the wave from the grave. See that little,
Yeah.
looks like a little Mickey hand sticking up out of the grave. Brad says, it's a Chilla Night pre-show with Brian Hogue and Ava Hogue. Starring Brian Hogue and Ava Hogue. Tripping over my own name. And now, here are the Hogues. Hi, Ava. Laser says, hi, Glam. Okay, Raymond says, when did Dracula join up with the devil? I don't know. I kind of figure maybe that's how he started. You know, I don't think the good guys did that to him. I don't know. Maybe so. Who knows? TJ says, Miss Ava, how was your birthday last weekend? And was Brian behaving good?
He was behaving. The party was awesome. But the weather, I wish the weather was like it is today. It was cold.
That was fun. Yeah, it was. I remember
It was really cold.
I remember looking at the temperature was 46. 46 in May. At the end of May, 46 degrees as we're out in the front porch.
That's probably the coldest.
Enjoying
birthday.
cigars and bourbon at 46 degrees. You know?
It was cold.
But it was a fun night, though. Everybody had a good time. Everybody had a good time. So that's what we got going on here. Now we were watching a documentary last night about the.
Can I have some of your water?
Yes, absolutely. Here you go.
I think I'm having too much coffee.
Oh, okay. You all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm
You
just
getting
getting
a
a
little-
coffee buzz.
Oh, coffee buzz. I hate those. TJ says, well, I'm glad you and Stu had a good time. You make a great couple. Well, thank you. We did have a good time. That was fun. Now the next big event would be, I guess, Father's Day, huh?
Yes.
Or
For your
one of our
birthday.
Birthdays, yeah. That's coming up too. I'm almost another trip around the sun. That'll be coming up before you know it. So, but you wanted to. Lasercorn says there is no such thing as too much coffee, Ava.
No, there is. I'm like jittery right now. I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, you all right?
No,
No, you're not all right.
no. I might exit.
Okay, you got the jitters, huh?
I got the jitters. I'm
When I-
really jittery.
Oh, okay. Well, when I was in the Air Force, I used to drink 8 cups of coffee a day. That was on average. You know, 8 a day. Now I'm down to 2 in the morning, and that's all I can do. So, all right. Well, if you want to exit the dark,
I
the
might,
dark
you
domain,
guys,
then
I might be back. Let me just go.
go
lay
feel
down
it
or
out.
something.
Go
Yeah,
feel it
I gotta
out.
ride this one out.
All right.
Dumping this.
Okay. Yeah, caffeine buzz. All right.
Yeah.
That's not good. All right, baby. Well, go ahead and secure that.
I'll be watching you though, but I am gonna just lay down.
Go ahead and lock that. So we have cats that because I can only it'll take me a while to explain this to you, but all right. Well, anyways, here we go again. Let's see. Cassandra says cigars and brandy go well together in all kinds of weather. Yeah, but I like to be comfortable when I'm partaking. That's true though. Lasercorn says, aw, frowny face. TJ says, just wait until you get to grandparents. Right. Yeah. Let's see. Lasercorn says, bye, Ava. TJ says, oh, I read that part. Lasercorn says, what kind of coffee does Ava drink, Brian? Strong, evidently. I don't know. She drinks it out of the Keurig coffee, so whatever brand she drinks out of that. I just drink it from the coffee pot. David says, Ava needs some champagne. Probably. Raymond says, I still drink a pot of coffee a day. I worked for the government. Yeah, I don't know why. There must be something to that. I don't know. Maybe it's a requirement that they secretly insert in there. You have to drink this much coffee to work for the government. Brad says, isn't the making of the Harrisville Haunted House coming up for this October? Well, the planning is, but the actual construction will begin, I'm guessing, the first weekend of August. Last weekend of July or first weekend of August, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's coming up. Lasercorn says, because I drink Pete's Major Dickinson's blend. Oh, is that strong? Is that a strong brand or blend or whatever? Paul says, we're camping south of Oil City. Oh, really? we're at. South of Oil City. Lasercorn says Pete's does give me the jitters. Yeah, I eventually had to just take it down to like 2 a day. In fact, that's it. That's all I have. I don't have any throughout the day at all because I get those too. I kind of get that jittery flush feeling. Ava said no, just Walmart's donut coffee. Oh. Diana says I love a good roast. Well, Paul says Marlowe's Scenic River Campground. Marlowe's Scenic River Campground. I'm wondering if I know where that's at. Marlowe's Scenic River Campground. Ava, is that the one that we drove by today? I'll wait for you to answer me on here, but we drove one where we saw the road branching off to it. I don't know if that was it or not. TJ says, wow, it's getting to be time for Halloween House to go up. Seems like just last week you took it down. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. I know. Oh, Paul says in Kennerdale. Okay, then that wouldn't have been the one. That wouldn't have been the one. Okay, well, you're not too far from where we're at. TJ says, this year seems to be flying by. It does. No, Bocos or something, Ava says. Yeah, that's right. It started with a B. Diana says, I like my coffee like I like my Magic Black. Brad says, nothing compares to the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. It is pretty good, I suppose. All right, so, yeah, I can't really, I don't partake in coffee anytime other than the morning, so, but I am a coffee drinker. Paul says, where are you broadcasting from? Well, the quick answer is the land of the dead, the dark domain, the realm of Jack Shadow, but otherwise in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So there you have it. Not too far from you, just south of Venango County. Raymond says, I agree, TJ. The year seems to be flying by. Yeah, it does. It is something. I sat there. I had the floor plan. I had a really, really cool floor plan that I couldn't wait to get to. In fact, I would have been working on it already, like some of the panels and putting them in my garage. But then the price of lumber just skyrocketed. So I was like, I think we'll just. I'm not going to get too fancy with the floor layout. Of course, we'll mix the rooms up and have different themes to the rooms. But as far as the floor plan, yeah, we're going to go with. We're not going to deviate too far from what we had last year. At least the path that you walk on. Let's see. Ava says, yeah, I shouldn't be drinking it this late, LOL. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. That would keep me jittery all night. Raymond says, DD Call Colombian coffee is my favorite. Oh, okay. I don't know that I've had that. DJ says, Brian, you seem to sound a lot like Jack Shadow. I have heard people say that I do a very good impersonation of Jack Shadow. I don't know that myself. That's just what I've heard. So, but I appreciate the compliment. I'll take it as that. TJ says, I'm starting to think yins may be related somehow. Maybe. Like my evil twin. Oh, you back, baby?
I'm back.
All right?
I'm back.
You
Yeah.
Okay? All right.
That hit me so quick, and I was like, So I got water.
Well, good. I'm glad you feeling better.
Yeah, that was bad.
You want a coaster?
Do you got an extra one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll just put it over there.
Okay.
Whew. That
right.
hit me. That hit me hard.
I saw your face getting red. Brad says, now lumber is costing more than steel, LOL. Yeah. That's crazy. It's just nuts.
Everything's up.
I know. David says, Ava, that's when you switch to champagne.
I wish. I can't drink.
Yeah.
That would really make me sick.
Yeah, that's what I call a drinking problem.
Yeah.
know, you can't drink.
That's a real drinking problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. TJ says, "Hello, Miss Ava. Welcome back."
Oh, hello. Thanks.
I was, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Lasercorn says, "Are we lagging or is it just me?" Oh, I hope not. TJ says, "I've been off for years, off of alcohol or coffee. I guess I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, I shouldn't have drank 2 cups right now. Where I would.
I guess neither are really health drinks, you know. So I don't know. I enjoy both. I guess in moderation, but sometimes not so moderate. But I do want to say that David says my only drinking problem is when my glass is empty. TJ says I'm not quite right. I believe. I do have a new Chiller Night Theater episode that will be coming up whenever the Roku channel's back. And if it looks like it's going to take a while before the channel is back up, I'll just play it. It's just to get a new Chiller Night Theater episode on with Jack Shadow. It will be coming up here soon. If not next week, it'll be, well, like I said, as soon as I'd like it to be on when the channel is back up and running. But like I said, if it sounds like the channel's going to take a few weeks more, then I'll just play it and we'll go from there. I got to get some new. I want a new Jack Shadow stuff out there. Brad says you better call wrestler Lumberjack LaRue for a better deal for the haunted house. LOL. Oh yeah, so he can cut down our lumber, get it for us that way. That's true.
So did I miss Bigfoot talk or no?
No, we didn't talk about it yet. I was getting
Good.
ready to, and then you had the coffee incident.
I did. Oh.
Cassandra says, replying to Brad Beckwith, tell me about it. I just had a new roof put on my house.
Did you do metal or did you just do the shingles?
Yeah. It seems
I'm
like
happy.
everything.
We got our roof replaced last year before anything spiked.
Yeah, we had a new roof put on.
But we did metal, which it came in the same quote as shingles, so it didn't.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
So now you were getting set where you wanted to talk about Bigfoot tonight. We were watching a documentary on, it was Amazon Prime, I believe. Was it on Netflix?
I'm not
I think
sure
no, it was on.
where we were watching.
Yeah, I do. It was on Amazon.
They talked about Stan Gordon.
Yeah, they mentioned Stan Gordon, and they were talking about the connection between UFOs, possible connections between UFO
and
Bigfoot. So they were talking about him perhaps being an alien or interdimensional being.
Yeah. So have any of you seen Bigfoot? Just wondering.
Look at that.
I really want to see something that would just
You
blow
would be
my mind.
You'd be happy just to see a bear.
I would.
Here, I'll move that over just a little bit. Any Bigfoot sightings out there? I've got some guests coming up. Again, I was wanting the Roku channel to be up and running when I have guests on for Chiller Chat. That might be maybe I'll put that on a hold until I know for sure when that's going to be up and running. John says, sorry for being late. When your glass is half empty, get a smaller glass. I guess that's one way. This is Crozak the Grand, and it's time for Chiller Night Pre-Show with Brian and Ava. Well, thank you, John and Crozak, for joining us. Paul says, my friend did in Tennessee.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, in Tennessee, he saw Bigfoot.
Well,
Wow.
they say there's a lot of sightings here in Pennsylvania, and then the east side of Ohio, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lasercorn says, was that Invasion on Chestnut Ridge, Brian? The name of the show? If that's
no,
what
I think it was Bigfoot, something in UFOs. It was in the heading.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but that doesn't sound familiar. It was something like what you just said. I don't know. We just
Well, that
started
sounds
watching it.
interesting. I might have to look that one up.
Chestnut Ridge. Invasion on Chestnut Ridge. But I remember Stan. In fact,
Because I think it
who's
was
on here? Stan
Laser
Gordon.
Corn.
If you watch that one at 11:30 tonight, if you watch the episode with Stan Gordon on it, he does talk about the 1973 in Pennsylvania. There was a rash of UFO and Bigfoot sightings that went kind of hand in hand, and that's what I know that he does mention that tonight. Brad says, I did mention the guy from Erie who drew an Ink Swamp Thing. Yeah, I have some guests lined up, and like I said, I just kind of waiting until I would prefer the Roku channel be up and running before I had the guests on, just so there's more people that are available to watch that. But if it looks like it's going to take a while, then I'll just
do the Zoom.
Yeah, well, I'd like that to happen too, but I was holding out because I didn't know it was gonna I didn't know how long it was gonna be before this Roku channel was back up. Stream TV. It's not just a new channel. It's a channel that's, of course, yes, it's Roku. It's also connected with the internet, of course, with the website, but it's also connected to the TV channel. And from my understanding, there might be more channels that will be included with that. So I think that's the issue. It's not just simply a Roku channel. It is the connecting of all these other things with it. So let's see. Lasercorn says the documentary. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought that you meant. Yep. But no, I haven't seen that one. Lasercorn says, because Stan Gordon is also in that one. Oh,
See, I think he's the one who told me about Skinwalker Ranch, or someone on here did, and I watched that. That was really interesting. So
Stan's on a lot of these.
Chestnut Ridge.
He's on a lot of these. Raven says, I thought I saw Glam earlier. Hi, Glam. She is. Oh, there she is. Glam says, never saw Bigfoot or a UFO, but both are intriguing.
Yes, same, ditto.
Lasercorn says, never saw Bigfoot, but I have a handful of UFO sightings. Oh.
Well, we kind of have, but it's kind of like they're questionable. It's like...
Yeah, am I seeing what I'm seeing? I don't know. I want it to be not like this. What just flew by. I want to look at it and say, okay, that's clearly a flying saucer, a UFO, or whatever you want to call it.
Or glowing ball.
Yeah. But I'd like to see something a little bit more pronounced, where I can look at that and say, okay, there's probably an alien in there riding that thing. Let's see. Brad says, you can't have all that, especially on Stream TV, without Roku. I'm talking about all Roku devices. You can't have all that, especially on Stream TV, without Roku. I'm talking about all Roku devices.
I don't get it.
I'm not sure. And then Brad says, that's blasphemy. Okay.
All that good stuff? You can't have all that good stuff in one spot?
I don't know. David says, with all the cameras out there, why can't we get a great picture of a UFO?
Right.
I don't know.
Bigfoot.
Who knows? Yeah, why can't we? That's something that the Roger Patterson footage is still some of the most remarkable footage that we've ever had. Whether it was a hoax or whether it was authentic, who knows? The only ones who really know that are the ones who were there. So let's see. Paul says he was on leave in the Marines, went to grandfather's, his friend in Tennessee, I think he's referring to, went to grandfather's, went with him in the woods to fix a well. Grandfather asked him to get his tools in the barn, walked back, then he felt something watching him. He turned, and Bigfoot was about 10 feet from him. Wow. He grounded and went up the hill. He watched for 100 yards. Could you imagine that? Would that be a story, huh? Wow, can you imagine that? Brad says, Chiller Night Theater, Chiller Chat. Well, one of the things too, I don't know if we still want the Bigfoot picture, but I guess
Is it still? Was it still above me?
it was still above you. Yeah. I've mentioned this before, and I certainly don't want to try. Right, there's no reason for me to to bring it up to Stream TV right now. With they've got enough going on, But once that does get up and running again, then at that time I will try to see if we can get this on Stream TV at 8 o'clock, 8 till 9. Now that being said, who's ever you're however you're watching this now, you'd still be able to watch it in chat just like you're doing now. It would just be in addition to this. So if you could be watching it on Stream TV and Roku
But
as
you'd
well
have to log into YouTube or Facebook
in
to
order
comment.
to chat, right?
Chat.
So
That would be interesting.
Raymond says, I am more concerned that the UFOs are earthly adversaries. China, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? That's anybody's guess. Well, I'm sure there are enough people out there who know exactly what's going on, but most of us don't. I don't know. Very possible. Very possible. Brad says no Stream TV on all Roku devices. That's blasphemy.
So you can't get Stream TV.
Well, what's going to happen is you'll be able to look up Stream TV on the search on Roku once this is up. That's another difference. Right now you can't. You have to go to streammedia.tv and scroll down there and get on the Roku channel that way. And that's the only way you can get on it. But once this is done, then you'll be able to go on your Roku search and find it. So that's another change that's for the better. Glam says, do you think UFOs are here on a mission or some teen on a joyride? If I had that kind of technology, it'd be hard not to buzz around the universe and see how fast that baby could go. LOL. Who knows? Who knows? I've often thought about.
They live on the Earth somewhere.
They could live underwater. There's theories that they live underwater or underground. So.
In the middle of the Earth.
Could live in a different dimension. Like right here, right now. It could be. There's a lot of different ideas out there. They could be from the future and they're coming back to monitor the past. Wouldn't that be interesting? Could you imagine if we had the technology right now to build a time machine, a craft or whatever, we could go back and document stuff. You could go back to the dinosaur days and stuff like that and document stuff and bring it back to, I don't know, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe it's us. Maybe it's our future selves, or I don't know.
That would be cool.
It's interesting. John says, maybe our newest optical and video technology can't properly record them in real time. That's an idea. I never really thought about it, in that regard. Maybe we don't, maybe their technology is somehow distorting our technology, But the military footage has been released recently. That's pretty compelling. I mean, it's nothing that's doctored up. I mean, it's from.
You mean where they're trying to
size
it up, or
yeah, and they're trying
to do the speed, and
figure out the speed variances and stuff like that. The little they call the Tic Tac UFO footage from 2004, and then there's another one, or one of them, I think 10 years later in 2014. But now it sounds like they're coming out with. It seems like they're not going to be afraid to come out with more after this. So that's.
Well, I was reading yesterday because Bradley's all excited about them coming out, and I go, well, if they come out with it, it's going to be watered down.
Yeah, it will be at first.
And they're saying there's no proof of alien life. It's just they are talking about the saucer.
Yeah.
Which, what to believe.
I just don't know that, even if they say tomorrow that this is from another planet, for example, which is, I think, the most, the general consensus is that we've got aliens from different planets. I don't know. I don't know. Is this going to cause a worldwide shakeup? Is there people that is that hard to believe? I don't know. I maybe it might seem a little surreal at first, but I would think that people would be kind of like, okay, that kind of makes sense. You know,
Would be accepting?
would we be?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think that if something was out there wanted to do us harm, that they'd be doing us some harm. So you know I question whether that's their motive, and if they're peaceful or at least peaceful enough, I think we ought to be. Um, I would hope so. David says, "What if Bigfoot's real claim to fame is his hands are bigger than his feet?" Oh, big hands. Then we'll have to change the name.
Yeah.
That could really just throw everybody off. Paul says, Bigfoot. William says, if I get a spaceship, we're all going to visit Salem
Right on.
and the Milky Way. I like the thought of no traffic or speed limits. Yeah.
Heck yeah, we could get it all done in one day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Amanda says, howdy, Ava.
Hey, Amanda.
Lazycorn says, I wouldn't get excited about the release this month. They won't tell us what
Nah,
we
right.
don't
I
already
agree.
know. Exactly. I don't think they're
They
going to.
must have built it up, though, pretty big in school.
They're going to just drop enough to say, okay, you know, there was a release, there was a disclosure, but we're still not telling you anything you, like you said, that you already know. So I don't trust those responsible for telling us, at least when it comes to this. And a lot of other things. Raymond says, yippee, I am ready, Freddie. Laser Court. It'll be the same result as the Robertson panel. Robertson panel.
Sounds like another documentary.
Remind me what that is. The Robertson panel. I've heard of that, but I don't know. Same results as the Robertson panel. I don't know. But for me to think that they're really going to come out and disclose everything they got, I can't see that happening. There's too many things kept secret from us. Maybe eventually, I would like to think that everything is at some point going to come out.
Yes.
So we'll see. We will see. Be neat though, wouldn't it? To finally, because we can all imagine that this stuff is like I'm a believer in the UFOs. I really like I'm not going to be shocked tomorrow if they come out and say on the every news station that yes, UFOs are real. My thing would be, yeah, okay, I believe that already, so that's not news to me. I would love to see like an interview with who's ever flying the craft. Now that would be something I'd be interested in watching. But for them to just say, "Oh yeah, we acknowledge UFOs are real," I suppose that'd be nice. It'd be a step in the right direction, disclosure-wise. But I'm not going to be shocked by that. I mean, to me, that's already been done. Um, Lasercorn says the Robertson panel was a lengthy investigation of UFOs in the 50s. What it finished up, they just went, oh well, don't know, get back to work. Yeah, or at least say, yeah. Okay, so that maybe that was connected with Project Blue Book or something. I don't know, but yeah, who knows? David says the real question is, are vampires real?
Energy vampires are real.
Maybe. I would love the we had one guest, Leah Dawn Madden, who said that she believes in vampires. Some people do. They believe in literal vampires, whether it be they're drinking your blood or the energy.
Does that mean their
ones.
teeth are hollow and that's what they do, kind of like a chupacabra?
I don't know. I don't know that they would have to have hollow teeth, even though you would think they would suck them up through their teeth. They could just be like a bat and
But
be
do bats do that?
cutting and then lapping up the blood. Could be done that way. So. I don't know. We'll have to get one on Chiller Chat and ask them, how do you drink your blood? You know?
Yeah. Do you lap it or do you suck it up through your
Yeah,
teeth?
yeah. I think the world needs to know this stuff. I certainly would like to. Raymond says the government is afraid of mass hysteria and how it may affect theology.
Well, that's what they were saying in that documentary yesterday. They'd have to rethink religion and.
I don't think that that's a bad thing, though. You know, and it's certainly. I could it be done without upsetting? I don't know. Okay, first of all, you know, like, truth. There is like the quote from Horror Express, Christopher Lee's character. You know, there is no morality in truth. Truth is truth. It's just there. You know, the sky is blue, whether you know the sun is hot. It's there. The truth is there, and then how you want to accept it or receive it, like you said, it could cause mass hysteria with theology. I still think that there would be some wiggle room there. You know, like, okay, but this is how the Bible was written all those years ago. But now that we understand, maybe maybe there's some gaps there. I don't know. I think it could be done. Well, first of all, if it's true, it's true. You know, whether they understood that when they were writing the books of the Bible back thousands of years ago. So no matter how it happens, I can see room for both. There has to be. If it's true, then there has to be. You know, unless one or the other isn't true, then that's the way I look at it. But anyways. The Lasercorn says they were more concerned about U.S. citizens having sightings and asking questions at UFOs that literally buzzed the White House. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't recall it by that name, but I do remember hearing about that. I have some videos and some I've seen that on documentaries and stuff before. I just didn't recognize that name. TJ said UFOs are real, Brian. You got one trying to kamikaze you in the background. I know, every week. Every week.
I keep missing it. It's probably.
We're risking our lives just being here. Tom says, greetings, all you magnificent beasties. Hey, Tom, thanks for joining us. All right. TJ says, any minute that bugger is going to hit the castle. Oh, they're going to make Jack mad. Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. Brad says, look, there's Chilly Willy the ghost. Oh, he must have ducked back there.
Yeah, he ducked.
Chilly the ghost. Oh, boy.
Is that what they named it?
Chilly Ghostly.
The Ghostly.
Chilly Ghostly. Yep.
All right.
I thought that was pretty cool. Tom says, not at home this evening, so I thought I'd check in on my phone. Wow, I'm glad you did. Glad you joined us. David says, champagne is much easier to drink than blood. I would imagine. I guess depending on who's doing the drinking. All right, Raymond says, I have no problem. If God is omniscient, God would have created the universe. Yeah, that's what I mean. I agree with you. I think if God and the Bible are true, and UFOs are true, then they have to fit together. They have to, you know. But the only thing that wouldn't fit is maybe an interpretation of how all this worked. But granted, you know, taking consideration that the books of the Bible were written, you know, thousands of years ago, and then later on translated, you know, there certainly is some, like I said, some wiggle room there. There could have been some gaps of understanding, but if they're both, you know, the truth is the truth. You know, we just don't know all of it yet. John says Coast to Coast has more than a fair explanation of Bigfoot and whether he's real, as well as UFO sightings. I know, Coast to Coast. I used to listen to that all the time. I loved it.
So we can get that on the AM channel.
Yes. Yep. Coast to Coast AM. Glam says, Tom, glad to see you. Tom, Raymond says, yes. Oh, 8:40. I'm going to throw that schedule up again. Here we go. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Frankenstein 80. That's coming up at 9. 11. Now, that's an older one. That's an older one. Not old, but I mean, it's from 2016, right before I started doing these shows with Stream TV. Same as, well, The Devil's Possessed. That one was actually from 2015. So they got a little different look to them than what we're accustomed to seeing since I've been on Stream TV. 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. Guest is Michael Smith. That's from back in January 12th. 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Devil's Possessed. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Stan Gordon. Here we are talking about Bigfoot and UFOs. I mean, there's the man. There's the man who's the guy to talk to right there. And I do talk to him, by golly. At 1:30, you get to hear it. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Satanic Rites of Dracula. All right.
I wish I wouldn't have got coffee buzzed.
Are you still?
I'm fine now.
Are you still
but
buzzed?
I'm just, it just took it all out of me.
Oh. Well, you look better. You were a
Do
little red there.
I was
could
getting
tell.
hot.
Yeah.
I was just like, am I going to pass out? What's going on?
Well,
Too much coffee. You gotta watch
that's
it.
not good. Just gulping it.
Ugh.
TJ says, wouldn't yous all be bummed out to know that UFOs are just interstellar pizza delivery drivers?
Pizza's the thing, man.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta have your pizza no
Yeah.
matter where you live in the galaxy. Raymond says, that would be interesting to ask an alien about religion, taxes, globalism, democracy. That would be. I'd love to hear their point of view on that. But not just one alien. Not just one. I want to hear different viewpoints. Because if you ask one, that's like asking one human being. And as you know, we have a variety of different opinions on all of this stuff. If you were to ask a human, say, well, this is what Earthlings think. Like I said, we've got a wide variety of opinions on these type of things. So I agree with you there. I think that would be interesting. But I'd like to hear from
Different galaxies.
yeah,
Right?
or it doesn't even have to be. It could be two of them on the same ship for all we know. No, like, hey, Sam's not right here. Let me tell you. Wow, I don't know about that, Bob. So I'd like to know a little bit more from different opinions. TJ says, "What was that noise?" I don't know what noise.
I don't know.
I don't know. Glam says, if your pizza doesn't arrive in 30 years, it's free. TJ says, I'm Italian. You're pizzaed out before puberty. So it's not that impressive to you, huh? Raymond says, I am enjoying a cigar and DD Colombian coffee outside looking up for UFOs right now. Well, if you see one, let us know, by all means. And then Raymond says, please let's not have open borders in the sky right now. Again, that's a topic certainly that could have different opinions. But yeah, it'd be interesting to. It would be. I can't wait to see, and I think this is just a matter of time before they interview an alien, or whatever they are, whether they're from another dimension or from our future.
Or parallel universe,
other dimensions, stuff like that. I would love to hear from them. But I would like to hear from a variety of them, because one might just be that that cult leader type, who probably shouldn't be their spokesman. So who knows? Because you think about it, if you're talking to, I would imagine in the hierarchy of them, if it's like a military or something like that, they have certain people who, most of them are not allowed to be the spokesman. They have to have a certain person of a certain rank in their hierarchy who would speak on behalf of them.
You
I-
think that's how they would go too? They
I,
would just...
I would hope that would be the case, but yeah.
You know, I read somewhere where somebody was keep watching the skies. I want to get an air mattress, just to do that. Just go blow it up and throw it in the front yard and.
I thought that was cool when I had my truck, and we'd
Yeah.
lay in the back of it. And we could watch the stars, and that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I won't go out in the grass.
No, but she doesn't like the grass. She's afraid of
Ticks.
Yeah,
They're everywhere.
they are everywhere. I grew up. I was always in the woods. I was always outside.
So was I.
From whenever I could, as much as I could be, I was outside playing. I'd never even heard of a tick, or if I had, it didn't really. It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, I never thought about ticks, but then
Well, my
within the
uncle,
last-
he got it.
within
And
the
that was
last,
in the 90s, and I thought it was just if you went hunting, just check your clothes, check ya.
yeah,
But now you just go out in the yard and you can get a tick. So that's why, I don't like getting in the grass at all.
I don't know. It's become a big
See, and there's
big
a
deal now.
conspiracy with the tick too.
Oh yeah, what's
Yeah,
that?
because they said that they bioengineered them during World War II on Plum Island. So then now it's spreading. Who knows? Who
They were
knows?
engineered in a lab and not natural evolution.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So- Hope other things don't do that.
But I heard that clear back in, I want to say in the 90s about the engineered tick.
Yeah, I've heard you mention that before. Let's see. Diana said maybe I will see a UFO tonight while I'm in the hot tub. That'd be cool.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
With champagne.
Champagne. TJ
I
says,
have to say it that way
Yeah.
because it's Saturday
Saturday
Night
Night
Live.
Live. We may see Miss Glamfangs in her scream ship doing the boogie in outer space. Go, go, glam.
Buzz by, get me.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if you do that.
Come get me.
Don't be shy about it. Don't keep it to yourself. All right, Cassandra says, I had Vicelli pizza for dinner. Oh, that sounds good.
That does sound good.
Sounds real good. Raymond says, remember the Twilight Zone about the recipe cookbook? No, I don't remember that one. You'll have to fill us in. TJ says, I'm really an idiot. I ain't sick. I just ain't well. I guess, I don't know really. Oh.
Where's the rest?
I'm sure you're fine. I'm sure you're just fine.
Hey, Marianne.
Marianne says, hey, neighbors. Hey, Marianne.
Let me know when that bear's over there. I want to see it.
Yeah, she posted there was a bear in her backyard the other night. And they live right beside us. They're our
Yeah.
neighbors. So that'd be cool to see one back here. John says, the episode was called To Serve Man. To Serve Man. I'll have to look that up. I remember when I was a kid, I watched The Twilight Zone all the time. All the time I watched that. Along with the Rod Serling's The Night Gallery. Which I thought was scarier to me as a kid just because of the theme music, I think. It just, I don't know, there was something a little creepier about it to me. But, yeah. To Serve Man was the Twilight Zone episode. Raymond says the aliens came down as friendly, but their intent was to take us to their
Ew.
planet to eat. Ah,
Isn't that how V ended up too?
yeah, weren't they coming here
And then they were cocooning us. I think that's how that went. They
Yeah.
were cocooning us or something, or putting us in that.
Yeah, they were preserving us for their food, I think, if I
Yeah.
remember that. That's a series. I remember watching that when it first came out. V, the
I watched
mini
it.
series. I have all those on DVD. The older stuff back in the 80s, and then they had the series. They had the mini series, and then they had the series, and I have all of that stuff. I don't have the newer stuff from the 2000s. I never got into that, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. They were the reptilians.
Mm-hmm.
Raymond says, right, TJ. Glam says, blasting Megadeth while head banging across the skies. You'd hear me before you'd see me, LOL.
All right, get us. Come
Yeah.
Pick us up.
Cassandra says, love that episode. To Serve Man. That sounds like To Serve Man. That's funny. The
Yeah.
title of that is well appropriate, huh? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
because that title wouldn't fly right now.
Yeah. Why? Because of the pronoun or whatever.
Well.
To serve what? Jeez. Let's see. I guess we're all caught up. Love that episode. Well, I'll have to check that out and check it out soon. To know what to look out for if they start acting a little shady, those aliens. TJ says, I got to have my Van Halen cranked up. Eddie Van Halen is best. Yeah, that's right. I can't drive 55. Right? In a UFO? Or was that Sammy Hagar?
That was Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, that's right. Because as soon as I said that, I thought, wait a minute. Yeah, that was a little later.
Yeah.
All right, 8:51. 8:51. Folks, Brad says
That
I'm
went quick
watching
tonight.
Resident
I think
Evil
it was
8.
because I got too much coffee. And I walked off for a little bit.
You had to take a timeout. Ava had to take a timeout. A breather.
Yep.
Brad says I'm watching Resident Evil 8 Village video game on YouTube.
How about To Serve Women?
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Well, that's how they want it now.
Hey, yeah. Yeah. Any more? Oh, you know, I had to say anything like that. Jeez. Aliens. Maybe it's a good time for them to kind of come down and talk some sense into
I
a lot
don't
of
think
people.
they even want to.
Yeah, it's like, do you see what they're doing? TJ says, geez, it's almost time to go. This hour goes too fast. It does go fast. I mean, every week it just amazes me how quick this hour goes. Yeah, so I felt bad about not doing the whole hour last week, but
we were making too much noise out there, though.
No.
I bought 30 pounds of snow crab, and we
Yeah.
didn't have anything left over. Not even
Yeah.
birthday cake for the next day. It was gone.
I know. Everybody ate well, and TJ says, I see this conversation going to porn soon. That darn Twilight Zone title. So, now where were we? Oh yeah, with the last week, we had all kinds of seafood. We always wanted to have a seafood fest. I guess
Yeah, and we can't book a vacation. Everything's booked up, so
yeah,
we brought it back.
we like to go to the Outer Banks every year, but this year we couldn't find anything as close to the ocean as we wanted it to be. So
yeah,
so we thought
decided not to
we'd
go.
sit this year out. So, but we wanted to just, I don't know, we always had this idea to do a seafood fest. So last week was the week that we finally got around to it.
Yeah. And that was fun. I want to figure out a different way to make crab legs instead of boiling them. Like, I want to bake them or something.
Yeah, we'll get it
So they
figured
just
out.
crack.
Yeah, I made them wrong. I think I boiled them and they were not as...
They're just like...
Yeah, they weren't snapping, they weren't crunchy and cracking. So, yeah, I felt bad. But I was having fun. Because this is the first time I ever did anything like that. I was making we're making doing the lobster tails and stuff. And
Kitty Hawk. You said Kitty Hawk. That
Brad
is
says,
our place.
That's where we like to go.
Yes.
Kitty Hawk. Yep. TJ says, sorry about that. Oh, about the conversation. No, that's fine. I think everybody here has a sense of humor. Raymond says, and save a few grand. Yeah. Joan says, you have been watching Chiller Night pre-show with Brian and Ava Hogue. This is Crozak the Grand reminding you to watch the skies everywhere.
Yes.
Keep looking, keep watching the skies, keep thrilled, stay chilled. I like that. Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate that. Well, folks, I don't know. I guess I'll put the schedule up one last time, because it is coming up on that time at 9 p.m. in just a few minutes. Frankenstein 80, 11 p.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Michael Smith from January 12th. He's talking about his independent movie that he made, House of the Vampire. I believe that's the title. I got it right up there, but I can't see it. 11:30 Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Devil's Possessed. That stars Paul Naschy. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Stan Gordon. Stan would have been a good one to talk to tonight about a lot of these topics. 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Satanic Rites of Dracula. That, of course, has Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. So can't go wrong there. Brad says 5 minutes till Chiller Night Theater. Get your Roku's, well, your laptops and cell phones, actually. That's right. That's right. So once again, if you've just hopped on here and you're used to seeing this on Roku, once again, not tonight. Not tonight. Unfortunately, the Roku channel is not back up and running. It is being revised for the better.
Okay. No, I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, it's yeah, I'm paying attention.
I was all buzzed up from coffee. That'll be my excuse.
But yeah, that's the Roku channel will be back. It will be back, but it's just not. It's not here tonight again. So, but they are working on quite a bit of improvements, from my understanding. So, it's still streammedia.tv. You can watch it streaming on that site, or if you are, like I said, if you're from Venango County, Pennsylvania, Oil City, and surrounding area, you can find it on your local TV channel. And TJ says, "Well, God bless yous, the Chiller Night crew, Brian and Ava. Thanks for a great time." Well, thank you for joining us. Raymond says, "In the 70s, I witnessed the saving of another whale that washed ashore in Kitty Hawk." Oh, wow. That would have been cool.
So it was saved. Saving another whale. Aw.
Wow. That would have been neat. David says, "Cheers." A
Oh my
mother
gosh.
whale. Raymond says, a mother whale. Saving of a mother whale. Oh, that's cool. Brad says, "Have a Corona." And TJ says, "Good night, thank you, and may your God go with you," to quote the immortal Dave Alley. Yes, yes, I used to watch him all the time. So, all right, folks. Well, thank you once again for joining us
Yes.
for another week of the Chiller Night pre-show. So, and with that, have a good night.
And have a good chiller night.
See you next week.